Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land, Valley Island History, coming to you once again from Copperstone, New York. To be precise, Deposit Ivy, Copperstone, New York. And I've been doing some thinking, some researching. Anyone who follows this channel knows that that's my MOS, my modus operandi, my default settings. I question, look, see, and do research. And I gotta say that it saddens my heart to see the level of constant and total fear that this government has put my fellow citizens, and to a very, very small extent, me in. The thing with the coronavirus, how they shoved it down our necks about, oh, well, if you don't mask up, you're killing grandma, and oh, if you don't mask up, you're killing this one, and oh, if you don't do this, you're doing that, and you're killing this one, you're doing that one, you're harming this one, harming that. When in reality, it was all bullshit. No one was doing any of that, and pardon my French, but it's true. It was a simple fact of the matter that they needed us to be fearful enough to give the government control, even for a little bit. Now, I said it when Trump was in office, I'll say it again. Trump wasn't going to abuse the powers that we gave him. He understood temporary basis. A couple of weeks, get it out. That's why after a couple of weeks, he started trying to open everything up. However, he wasn't going to be president forever. And we had just set a precedent that could be used quite easily and, may I add, effectively by the globalists, the Democrats, whatever you want to call them, the enemies of freedom in America, to take away our ability to decide for ourselves what we want. They'll be able to take away our God-given, inalienable right to self-governance, to decide, okay, this is good for me, that is not. And in so doing, what has happened is we, as a nation, have allowed ourselves to become, well, on a very slippery slope that will, quite easily and quite quickly put us on the same level as Cuba, Venezuela, North Korea, Vietnam, Cambodia, shit like that, these fucking Nazis, the Germany under Hitler, Italy under Mussolini. I've often wondered, well, how the fuck did this happen? How the fuck did the populace of that country not see what was happening? How did they not see that the Nazi Party was rising to power? How did they not see that, Mussolini was coming? How did they not see this? How did they not see that? And the truth is it's not that they didn't see. It is that they were made so fearful that in the short term it seemed like a good idea because, well, it was just supposed to be a short little hiccup and then everything's supposed to go back to normal. But by them agreeing to the short term, it allowed their government and those in their government who wanted to take advantage of what had happened to say, nope, now we tell you where to go, how to dress, who to see, who you can talk to, who you can't talk to, where you can't go, what you can buy, what you can't buy, you know, what you can own, what you can't own. And as a result, you know, the proof is in the pudding, as they say with history. I mean, look what happened in Germany under the Nazis, Italy under Mussolini, fucking Russia under communism, you know, North Korea under Kim Jong-un's father and Kim Jong-un and his grandfather and so forth and so on. You know, look what happened in Vietnam. Look what's happened in Cuba, in Cambodia, in Burma. I mean, the list is exponentially long, which means extremely fucking long for those of you who don't understand big words. It means it's just this really, 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 really long list of things that have happened bad in history. So we, as a people, need to understand, okay, they used fear for this. They like to use fear to control us. You know, the Democrats, the globalists, the tyrants, the socialists, they're no different than a domestically violent husband who beats his wife and tells her it's her fault and, well, if you hadn't done this wrong, I wouldn't have had to do this. And then every time that husband comes home, that person is in fear of what will happen. They're no different than an abusive parent that no matter what the child does, they beat them. And I don't mean whooping or spanking. I mean beat, fist, feet, pots, pans, mops, brooms, whatever. Yeah. They're no different than the schoolyard bully when you're a kid. You know, every time you see the schoolyard bully, you're afraid. And they pick up on it, so they bully you, they pick on you, they take your lunch money. Same difference. The only difference is that for the government, it's legal for them to do that. So it's a lot harder for the common man or woman to fight back. However, just like in Burma, just like in the U.S. during the American Revolution, you know, people get a belly full and they fight back. The only way they know how. So, what I'm saying is we, as a world, as a as mankind need to wake up and see what they're doing and not allow them to be the bully anymore. Don't allow them to make us live in fear. And for now, that's all I got on that. And research everything. Think for yourself. And until next time, I'll be seeing you.